Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? Okay, let me see here. YouTube was broken this morning, but I think I got it working. I think we're live over on YouTube. If anyone happens to be over on the YouTube, give me a thumbs up. I think it's working. I told myself I wasn't going to do this, but I got very deep into broadcast signals yesterday evening and figured out the issue we were running into yesterday, got it fixed, and dove pretty heavily into something called dot crawl. And we'll just say we got it all working. We got it all working. Okay, thank you, Andy. I see you over there. Awesome. Awesome. So today we are going to dive into more retro effects stuff. I think this will fix the bug that folks were seeing with that funny colors that were getting introduced and all that stuff. Although it does change the look a bit, which is fortunate and unfortunate, because I did some comparison to some actual NTSC signals, how color bleed works, and there was a big bug in my code that was grossly over-exaggerating things, and so it wasn't really realistic. So in a sense, I don't know, people are probably gonna be mad at me because I changed how things were working before. Hold on, I gotta turn my headphones down a little bit here. But it looks so good. Andy, it looks even more authentic now. We'll see. We'll see. And I added in some sliders that you can over-exaggerate some of the saturation of the color bleed, so you can kind of get back that original look. I don't know. Should we just dive right into it? Should I just dive right into it and show you what we got? Hey, the blank persona. How you doing? Welcome on in. Let's see here. You know what? Let's just jump into this. I've actually got everything running here properly. Let's do this. So here's what we got now. I've not really got the color bleed looking so great right now, but this is actually a pretty authentic NTSC signal here. I need something red and bright. Let's see. Here. Let me grab this. Look at that color bleed. Look at that red color bleed coming off of this. And you've actually got the negative bleed, which was a thing. So you can see we're almost desaturating the areas here. If I put this right next to my ear, you'll see that the red color bleed goes into... Yeah. It is some serious bleed. This would be like a really bad television. But we can dial it in. That's the good thing we've got going on here. So, if we take a look here, let's just take a look at our bleed settings here. I've got a bleed oversaturation. So if I drop that down to 0, and now let's go take a look here. You see we got the bleed, but it isn't that bright red. We can crank that saturation, which will actually cause some color issues as we go. I mean, you can really get some crazy saturation going on here with the color bleed. We also have a bleed hue shift, so you can get some funny effects here. This isn't realistic at all, but I figured, what the heck, because we're messing around with the hue channel here in the bleed, we can have some hue shift here. We also have our bleed strength. So if I dial this down, you see we can dial it in or out. And we can also set the bleed size way down. Have just a little bit of bleed. Holy QVC, love it, love it. That's what I'm going for, Desert Ice. Blank Persona, I have a quick OBS question. When I have a GDI text source and I have the text set and I have to outline the border on it, how can I make it that the border just reacts to your music? Not like the size of the border, but the spacing from the text. Okay, so you can do that, Blank Persona, using the Stroke Glow Shadow plugin. If we, you know what, let's just slap some text on my face here. We're gonna slap some text in here. Let's see if I can type right. Test text. And we're gonna say the Blank Persona. There we go. We have some NTSC action going on here, so let me just turn off the NTSC filters real quick here. Okay, so in the actual text source, you've got a border option here somewhere, right? Outline. Unfortunately, that outline does not have an offset. So if we set this outline to like blue, you'll see we just get, you know, as we increase the size, if we go to like 10, this is just, it's always going to be hugging the text. What you were saying you wanted to do is go out from the text, right? So what we can do here, oh, let me just get rid of our outline. And we're going to go ahead here and add a filter to this. We're going to add a stroke filter from the Stroke Glow Shadow plugin. And I will select a color. We'll select our blue again. And you see here we have our text size, our outline size here that we can do. But you'll also notice we have an offset. And this offset will actually extend away from the text here. So if we go in, let's, wow, my video capture device actually has this on here. Let's add a mic source here. Where'd you go, mic source? Audio input capture. We'll add mic. And then you'll go here, select your microphone, right? So we can see our levels going here. If we now go to our mic and we go to filters, we'll add a move, an audio move filter. And we can start with, I'll just do input peak. Oh, God. Rugmat, seriously. Seriously. Nerd Raid coming in. Nerdowino coming in with the raid. How are you? Rugmat, why? Why? I'm trying to show someone how to do something. Nerdowino, how was the stream? For anyone not following Nerdowino, I don't know if we have any. Oh my God, don't spill! God, all over my floor. It is a disaster this morning. It is a disaster this morning. Go away. Go away. Oh, he's rugmatting. It's all good, Rugmat. For anyone who's not following Nerdowino, definitely give Nerdowino a follow. Let me see. I need to open up a doc with chat in it. I logged in. Can we do a shout out to Nerdowino? There we go. So definitely follow Nerdowino. Nerdowino is an actual NASA rocket scientist and covers all things space and science on his amazing stream. So definitely check it out. To all of Nerdowino's amazing community, welcome on in. I'm Mark, aka Finite Singularity. We work on OBS plugins here, coding, stuff like that, and how to do fun, crazy stuff in OBS. So that is what we're working on right now. And the Blank Persona had a question about how we might use our microphone to have a outline around text, do stuff, and react to it. So I was just showing a quick demo here where we've added through the Stroke Glow Shadow plugin to our text source here. The action we would want to do would be a setting. The source we want to do a setting on is our mic, which I have named Mike. And, nope, not Mike. Sorry. It is test text. Oh, goodness. Look at that. That's not what we want to do. We want to add a filter here, stroke. And the setting we want is not mask threshold, but offset. And now I got to go change all my settings because I've messed everything up here. Let me see here. Let's do a factor of like 20 here. Ozgoober, thank you very much for following. So let me go back to my test text here. I want to set my opacity to, oh, it is set to 100. That's fine. Why am I transparent here? I feel like, there we go. Test. There we go. Now as I talk, we have our outline. See? I got a good voice for this. So you could pipe your music through this or whatever and have that outline push off of the text as you talk or whatever. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Let's take a few steps back now. We are going to dive into our retro effects plugin today. Nerdo, we know your crew might enjoy this. We are actually simulating an NTSC broadcast signal, encoding it, decoding it to make our whatever we want feel like it's back in 1988, which is all sorts of fun if you ask me. I love the retro stuff, but we're doing a full-on simulation of the NTSC broadcast signal and how it all works. We're gonna go remove here. So yeah, we got our basic face cam here. It looks fine. If I go ahead here and I'm gonna turn on a little kind of scaling fun here to drop our resolution a bit, and in between I'm gonna apply this NTSC filter. Does that not have the feeling of your TV in 1988? I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. We have all sorts of different settings we can do. We can bump up our tuning offset here a little bit. Let's set it to like a 20% offset. You're starting to see a little bit of that tuning noise in the edges here. 1988, I wouldn't know. Well, now you will. But you can see we can increase the tuning offset. We can go all the way to, you know, your rabbit ears need to be adjusted and everything in between. I'm actually going to turn this down to 0 so we can see some of the other effects. Oop. We have our Luma noise that we can introduce, which gives that little bit of edge to things. And then we've got this banding. So this was an artifact that you saw all the time. I don't know if you can see right next to my glasses here. You see this little ghost of a band. That was a real, that's called Luma banding or Luma ringing. It was a real thing back in the day. Better TVs filtered it out better. So if you want to have a really crappy TV, you can simulate that here. Set however big you want the banding to be. You can get some really wacky and crazy effects here. Let's set this down to about 4. You can also increase your band count. You'd get these like... Oh. You know what's interesting? It seems like the odd values are just going to 0. If we do our band strength, there you go. Now you can really see. Oh no, there's 3 bands. So let's dial our band strength back a little bit here. You can see the multiple bands going on. We'll set this down to 1 and 100% band strength here for now, and a band size of, I don't know, 4 is probably pretty good. And then we scroll down, and this is what we were working on a lot yesterday, which is chroma bleed. So in the NTS signal that came over, it's kind of wild how they did this. It was a waveform that obviously was broadcast through, your broadcast tower. And there was multiple waves sent. The first wave form was your luminance value, so how bright the pixels would be. And that's where you would get this different type of, like, if you got a noise in that piece of the signal, there's your static that you would see. And that's where you'd get that luminance banding and stuff that would go on. Then you had a waveform that would have a shift So a phase shift and an amplitude, and that would be sort of your color data or your chroma data. Move the antenna to the right, no left. Exactly. And so one of the artifacts you would get with this chroma channel is so-called chroma bleed. So if I hold up a very bright red piece of equipment here, you can see around the edge right here. Oh. Chat, I gotta run for a second. I will be right back. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, here he comes. What's up, LJ? How you doing, Exceldro? What?
This code's as clean and precise as a freshly cut spruce tree.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice job.
Thank you.
It's got all the right trims and angles, making it a real beaut to work with.
Absolutely. Sorry about that, chat. We're getting a new, what's it called? Roof put on tomorrow. And they're just showing up for how they're gonna add all of the roofing stuff. And actually, I forgot to turn on Puppy Cam. How can y'all let me start a stream without Puppy Cam on? Without telling me I forgot to turn on Puppy Cam. So someone was asking, do they still send some TV channels through the air? They do, however, they're digital signals right now. They've ceased all what's it called, NTSC broadcasts here, so it's all digital stuff that's sent over the airways, and you need a digital antenna and all that jazz. Let's see. Okay, Puppy Cam is up. There's Puppy Boy. Okay, tell them to put the roof on top. I will make sure. They'll start tomorrow, so I'll let them know tomorrow to put it on the top of the house, not below the house. Is there such thing as a digital antenna? There is, in fact, in Puppy Cam. Oh, you can't really see it. It's behind him. I actually have a digital antenna pointing out this door right here, which captures terrestrial digital broadcasts, and we have one of those HD home run things or whatever they're called, so that the kid can watch his football games. So okay, so where were we at? We were at bleed. So chroma bleed, which is all sorts of fun. So there you go. You can see the red bleeding off of the edges here. Football, American football. And if we set our bleed size large, you could see, wow, this would be like when your TV is breaking and you get all of the chroma bleed. You can set the bleed strength for how bright it's going to be. You can set a oversaturation value here. So you can oversaturate that red or just do 100%. And then we can also, if I do oversaturation here, we can shift the hue of the bleed, which is just kind of a trippy thing to do. That isn't actually consistent with any sort of way that this stuff ever worked. But there you go. We've got bleed. We also have adjustment here for the picture saturation. This is exactly the same way that saturation and brightness were adjusted on your TV. In terms of how it interpreted the broadcast signal. So we've got bleed working now, and it doesn't have that funny blue transition. And I'll explain how I fix that here in a minute. But we also have a new feature that I dove into yesterday and would not let myself essentially go to sleep until I had it sorted out. Look on the edge of the text here. This is something called dot crawl. So dot crawl occurred because of, you would essentially have I was mentioning for your chroma channels, you have this waveform and this offset. And the problem is, in a waveform, you can't perfectly pull out the waveform and the offset because you've got overlapping waves, stuff like that. You could filter it and you could get close, but you would have this interaction between areas of high chromicity and low chromicity that you would get this trailing pattern of dots that would move up. You actually have this whole checkerboard pattern that covers the entire signal, but most TVs had what was called a comb filter, which would average things out on the lines and get rid of that checkerboard pattern. So we've simulated the whole thing right now. I just have the chrome filter on completely. We're going to expose these controls here so that you'll be able to change the strength of your comb filter. You'll be able to change the strength and speed of the dot crawl that you get on these edges. You can actually see it a little bit if I hold really still here. You can see it happening in my shirt as well. So this was a really subtle effect that you typically saw like on the news when they would show text or something like that. You'd get this little dot crawl pattern. And if we zoom out, you know, it's very subtle, but you can see it if you're looking for it. So we are now simulating dot crawl within the NTSC filter. And I'm going to add a dot crawl section here, and we're going to add some sliders that folks can mess around with if they want. So let's go take a look. Let's first take a look at how we fixed the chroma bleed stuff. So we have this IQ signal, right? Where you've got your I value, your Q value, and that ends up, those two together end up building up your chroma value, right? But you got to think of it as a vector. It had a direction and a length. So the phase offset was the direction, and the amplitude of the wave was the length. Yesterday, when we were looking at this in my original code, I was only considering the phase offset. And it turns out that these two are integrated with each other. And so what we needed to do is convert to our actual full vector here, which that's what this does right here. This is our vector amplitude and then our direction. We multiply by our direction to get our sort of IQ center. It was right along what I was saying I needed to do yesterday, where we needed to find the offset from there. But now we're dealing with a vector, and so that wraparound, which was the issue we were having, where our chroma value went from negative 180 to positive 180 degrees, which is the same value, but because they were at opposite ends of the spectrum, things broke down and we got all this crazy chroma bleed that didn't exist. Well, now, because we're in vector space, we no longer have that issue. So we go through, we do all the exact same sampling stuff. We find this fringe of how much our neighbors have shifted away from our own chroma, and then we're able to actually introduce our, this is that oversaturation value that I stuck in, and then we go back and we reassemble things. We have a lerp here, linear interpolation, where now we look at our center value versus our bleed, and then we have a linear interpolation where we use our bleed strength. So we have that slider. We can go from 0 to 200% or whatever, and that just does our bleed for us. So that's how we fixed that. It was it took a while. It took a hot minute to figure that one out. And then we got dot crawl here. So it turned out that dot crawl is actually super simple. I've been trying to figure out, how do we get dot crawl to work? You see I've got NTSC decoding basics here. This is talking about some of the filtering stuff. And you can see there's different types of filters that TVs used. You could have a notch or bandpass filter, a simple line comb. This is what I ended up using because this is actually what most TVs of the day used. Then you can get into much more complicated filters. The problem with the more complicated filters is they filter away the whole effect. So a really high-end TV back then had one of these 3D motion adaptive filters, which essentially got rid of all dot crawl and all sort of color bar interference and things like that. Jens coming in with the tier 1 sub, 43 months. Holy cow, man. Once again, thank you so much for the great content. You are very, very welcome. Absolutely delighted to have you here in the community. So thank you very much for that sub. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm closing out a couple tabs here that were absolutely not needed. I don't want to give away my Reddit account. Aren't you supposed to like protect your Reddit account so no one knows who your Reddit account is? So what I ended up doing here is using a simple line comb filter to make the things visible. Otherwise, what's the point? But I do have some values here that I want to give access to the end user. The first is your dot crawl speed. This is a value between like 3 and 10 or 12 or so that gives sort of a realistic dot crawl, and you can speed it up or slow it down. You've got your dot crawl amount, which would be a value between 0 and 1, where we can kind of fade in the dot crawl. And then our comb filter strength, which will take the grid pattern that causes dot crawl out of solid color and slowly changing color areas. So when your comb filter strength is 1, you'll only see the dot crawl on edges. When it's 0, you'll see all the artifacts, which I was actually talking to Epos Vox about this morning, and he said, I was like, I wasn't sure that the checkerboard pattern I was seeing was real. And he said, it is absolutely real. He said, we see it all the time on these new analog to digital converter boards for like bringing retro games into like an HDMI signal or whatever. And he said some of them have no comb filter and you get this grid all over the place. So it is absolutely a real effect that is a part of this. The really interesting thing here was how we add in the dot crawl, and it literally is just getting our carrier data, which has the dot crawl in it, and folding it into folding it into our original signal. This is I can try to find the page where I saw. There's a page where I found exactly this equation, and because we're already in this YIQ space, it's literally just this very simple adding of our two signals that interfere with each other. This is a vertical sort of frequency that we can adjust. There's something called a Nyquist, which is like the frequency that everything moves at. And if you're too close to the Nyquist frequency, you get like resonance, which looks really funny. So we're going to add in here the ability to adjust this vertical frequency as well. But let's start by adding in controllers for dot crawl speed, amount, and our comb filter strength. That's what I want to start with. So to do that, we are going to grab these 3 values here. We're going to go up here and let's see, I want to put this after chroma bleed. So we're going to get rid of our assignments here. And we will add, what is this? If I do a middle click here, can I grab all of them? There we go. Uniform. So many years, hundreds of engineers tried to get rid of these things, and today one engineer is just putting them all back in. Exactly. Exactly. This is the way. This is the way. Okay, I'm going to split these up just so I've got my Luma settings, my chroma bleed settings, and my dot crawl settings. I also made myself a little helper function here to pull out the IQ values here in vector space, not in the angle space. Zombie, just want to say that you had an AWS interview yesterday and your stream helped cool your nerves a bit. Hey, congrats. I hope the interview went absolutely incredible and I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you get the gig. Okay, so we've got these 3 that we've got to add in: dot crawl speed, dot crawl amount, and comb filter strength. So let's add these here. So GSE param T param dot crawl speed, and then it was dot crawl amount, right? Dot crawl amount. There we go. It's not size, it's amount. No, dot crawl saturation. What the heck would that even be? Comb filter strength. Okay. So there we go. And then let's set these up here. Oh, you know what? We're going to put decode in front of all these. Because these are all part of the, not decide. There we go. Decode. These are all part of our decode shader. And then we're going to say float dot crawl speed, float dot crawl amount, float comb filter strength. Okay, now let's go add these in. So we're going to go to this here. Let's see, we got our picture adjustment. We're going to do an OBS properties T, and this will be dot crawl settings. Then we're going to need, oh, let's see, is this going to do this? NTSC dot crawl speed. Okay, that's fair enough. We're going to go from trying to think. I guess we can go from 0 to 100, and then we'll scale it to be between 0 and 12 or something like that. That's fine. And then we'll do the same here for P equals, let's see, is this going to do a dot crawl amount? That's fine. 0 to 100, that'll be in a well, it's sort of like a percent. Yep. And then P equals, and then we got comb filter strength. And that'll be percent as well. Nice. Okay. This kind of Copilot stuff, when this is exactly what I would write. Like, yeah. I appreciate that. Then we got to add these to the group. So, or add the group. So let's see, .crawl settings, .crawl, look at that. Perfect. Are you the co-pilot? No, I am not the co-pilot. I'm not a fan of the AI stuff, but when it's literally looking at my own code and seeing the pattern of how I did other things and just pooping it out like that, I can appreciate that. When we prompted a task, it goes straight to you. True. How you doing? Welcome in. Inline suggestions are nice. Yes, they are, Frank. They are. Okay, so we're going to save this file. I'm going to go and add a .crawl section to our language file. Jens, really? We don't need him here right now. What?
Were you aware
that
that Section 9.24 of the UPC Act of 1938 requires that, quote,
Are you going to let me talk? You asked me a question.
Adequate unit test coverage, and that, quote, any code introduced into production deployment without said test coverage will be considered rogue and is punishable under the Rogue Code Act of 1922.
Just go on and on.
I can see that you are lacking in test coverage here, but it looks like it hasn't been pushed to production. I know this sounds harsh, but these laws are in place to protect you and protect the people around you.
Okay.
Because what you see, you might not get, and we can bet, so don't you deploy it yet.
Man, somehow you managed to say so much without actually saying anything, man. I don't understand. Let's see. I know. I get the feeling that he might be making that up, Frank. I get the feeling that he might be making that up. Still need to get around to that universal skip button, I see. Indeed. But would chat ever even let me use it? I think that's a very different question. I think that's a very different question. Okay, so this is going to be amount, and then we need our comb filter strength. This is such a peaceful song. Don't you just feel good? Comb filter strength. There we go. So that'll be part of .crawl, because comb filter is to filter out the effects of the .crawl stuff. Make us pay towards it. Who needs those points anyways? I know. I think the finite economy is a bit out of whack here. Now we need to set defaults. So let's see. I'm gonna set the okay, so .crawl speed, I'm going to set to like 6 for now. Oh, no, wait. We are doing 0 to 100. So 0 to, you know what? Let's just set it to like 50. Do you have your playlist public? Bone Dragon, I don't, but I should. Let me see. Can I get a, it's a Spotify playlist. Let's see. Is there a way for me to copy a link to the playlist here? Create playlist. No, it's already created. How can I copy a link to the playlist? It's from ChillHop. Yes, it is from ChillHop. The thing about AI code generators is while at 10x is the code generated, 100x is the... Oh, yes, absolutely, Yin. Absolutely. Share. Here we go. Copy link to playlist. Let's do this for Bone Dragon. I hope that worked. That should be a link to the playlist, Bone Dragon. And if you are a streamer, you'll notice in my description I have like a little link from Chill Hop. If you go there, you can register as like a content creator, and as long as you put that little notification in your description, you can actually stream with this music as well. So you'll just have to you'll have to see how they tell you to do it. Okay, so dot crawl, it's not dot crawl amount, wasn't it? Oh yeah, it is amount. So for this, I'm gonna set this to, we're gonna amplify it by 2x, so I'll set it to 50 as well. Yes, on YouTube as well. Yep. You just have to put it in your description. I forgot to put it in my description the other day. And this is going to stay at 100, because typically you'd have a decent comb filter on a TV. I forgot to put it in my description, and they didn't copyright claim me, but they do a revenue sharing thing. But I have revenue turned off on my live streams on YouTube anyways, so that's fine. But as long as I remember to put it in the description of the live stream, then they're fine with it. Okay, so this should add our values here. Let's just make sure we're getting our values. That doesn't look good. Oh, I know why it doesn't look good, because now all the shader parameters are set. That's fine. So we're going to open up filters here. We're going to go to NTSC, and I'm going to scroll down. And there we go. Dot crawl settings, speed, amount, and comb filter strength. Nice. Nice. So we got our settings set. Now we just have to go here, and I'm going to say filter, and we're going to do dot crawl amount equals that over 100. That's exactly what I want to do. Speed equals over 100, and that's going to be times 12.0 f. You know what? We're going to put the 12 out in front, because this is going to be a value between 0 and 12. There we go. Let's see. Did the Only Hope work? I saw that redeem came through, but I didn't actually see it. And then we're going to finally do filter. Comb filter strength equals that divided by 100. Perfect. So those are all set. Hello there, Steve. How you doing? Next up, we need to grab these out of, we need to assign these guys here. Thank you. Thank you for your brevity. It's pretty bad when you're royalty-free music. You start to recognize, it's like 15 hours of music too. Okay, so we're gonna do a, oh god, what just happened here? Oh. Elsif. Okay, so dot crawl speed. We set, is it, and then we have dot crawl amount, and then we have comb filter strength. Oh, it didn't do it? Else if, here we go. There we go. Okay, let me get these all on one line, because I'm fine with that. Let's see. You even completely left GitHub because of their AI shenanigans and their recent broken. Yeah, GitHub's been doing a few things lately. I was mentioning yesterday, because of a particular client of mine, I've been required to start using Claude Code. I don't know. You're holding your own code forge. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, dot crawl speed, amount, and strength. Let's just make sure these are named right. Dot crawl speed, dot crawl amount, and comb filter strength. Dot crawl speed, dot crawl amount, comb filter strength. Okay, fair enough. That worked. And then finally, we need to add... They are footing the bill for me to use Claude. They are footing the bill. So, yeah. So, I mean, I can't argue too much with it. The client really wants it. I get it. They don't really understand it, but they're like, we want the Claude. We've been told by, I think like told by their son or something. The owner was told by the son, you need to have him make the Claude.md files because that's the way of the future. That's exactly what I'm doing, Zombie. They changed to a fully usage-based model starting this month. No, that was ChatGPT, I think. Claude is still the way it's been for a long time. Okay. Again, this is like literally copy pasting my code. It was GitHub Copilot. That's right. GitHub Copilot. So we'll see how long this lasts, but they're all gonna ramp up prices. Indeed. And I consider it just a tool for that project. I know like the OBS team is very anti-AI, so for all my OBS stuff and the plugins that I write, I'm not using AI for that. Okay. I think this is all I needed to do. Oh, no, wait. Oh, yeah. This should be right. Okay. So we're back to having video. I'm seeing dot crawl here. Let's zoom in on the dot crawl so we can see the crawling dots. And let's just make sure now we have the values here. So if we now... Okay, that doesn't do anything. Speed doesn't do anything. Okay. Does amount do anything? Okay, so these aren't doing anything yet. Why are these not doing anything? Hey Nugs, how you doing? Welcome on in. Okay, so for some reason these are not getting tied back to... Let's see, dot crawl amount, dot crawl speed, filter video render. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm still assigning them a value here. I am. There we go. That was the problem. I was assigning them a value in the shader, overwriting what my value from the UI was. Let's see what we get now. Okay. I can already see it's faded out. So let's go to filters here. Let's go to NTSC. We're going to go down to dot crawl. And... Okay. You can see comb filter strength is definitely doing something. You're getting more... Yeah, nice. Look at that. That's with a bad comb filter. In the interference here, we're getting more... We're getting the grid. Okay, that's pretty cool. If I set my speed up... Okay, I think we got to adjust the speed value that's coming through, because it seems to... Oh, I know what it is. It's resetting the time, so... Let's set this all the way up to 12. Yep, it's moving fast here. And if I set it way down here, now they're moving extremely slow. And in the middle, they're moving at a regular. Where do I learn all these shenanigans? I just kind of teach myself. And there is at a strength of 100%. And there's at 0%, we have no dot crawl. So at 100%, with no comb filter. There we go. Check that out. This is that grid. You see this grid appear? And it's crawling along. Very nice. And then if we dial back the amount, you can end up finding just crawl in the interference patterns. Oh, this is good. This is good. I like this. At 50% strength is about what the signal would actually be. There you go. You get your really subtle dot crawl there. Awesome. As I mostly work back in software engineer, it's mostly get some data, transform, filter, then apply. These math heavy things like shaders, they feel like magic here. They feel like magic here. You were trying the new German AI, Schultz. It kept telling me, I know nothing. Love it. Love it. Steve, are you feeling the blast from the past here? Are you feeling like we've dialed this in? I'm going to set my amount way up. You can kind of see the banding. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good, and it's really subtle. The thing is, like, people remember this stuff as being super obvious, but if it was that obvious, like, when you look back on old broadcasts, it's super obvious in still photos where they zoom in on the various, like, artifacts. But when you were actually watching a TV, it was not that obvious. You should use that to make a backrooms redeem with one of the clones randomly appearing in the background. That could be fun. That could be fun, zombie. You could change the background to be like one of the back rooms. I'm really happy with this. Hey Ravi, how you doing? Welcome on in. Let's set our... Yeah, look at the bleed on my... This bleed is looking good. Look at the bleed on my shoulder there. And then you've got... My ear almost turns like non-saturated because you're getting the bleed from the black chalkboard here. If I go down... Yeah, it's working really well. It's working really well. It's amazing when you like set these things up to be like a physical representation. We were just having to have a TV. Who cared about the quality? Bop, bop, bop. That makes me hungry, Janiscu. That makes me hungry. I love the bop, bop guy. Bop, bop guy rocks. Okay. With only the audio and back, look at the bleed on my ears. Makes me think here's some horror movie. True. True. Let's see if we can have a black and white TV. You can crank the saturation. Oh, this looks so good. It looks so good. And we got our tuning offset. Killing the encoding on y'all. I think NTSC is in a happy place now. Let's go take a look at whatever other issues were open on the repo and see if we can fix anything else that has come up. Yeah, here I am like I too can become an expert. I kind of feel like I'm a bit of an expert on how all this stuff works now. We needed a version that looked like when we were trying to look at a channel we didn't pay for. You can kind of get that if you set your tuning offset about like this, and then we add another retro effects. I have no idea how bad and then you add an analog glitch filter and set your displacement primary wave. It's getting there. If you squint, you can still see exactly. Maybe I don't have secondary wave. Set the scale on the secondary. Maybe it's not. It's getting there. It's getting there. We need a full like wave pattern across the screen to really nail it. But I watch stuff like that. I think every kid in the 80s watched stuff like that. Exactly, Techno. Exactly. Like trying to watch Finite on Cinemax back in the day when you didn't have the channel yet. Okay, let's see what other retro effects issues we have. Sure, there are 99 creators telling you how to get perfect lighting and amazing clean video, but if you visited my channel, I know. Someone, I think it was Andy, was mentioning that engineers spent all this time back in the day trying to fix all these artifacts. And here I am trying to simulate them and bring them all back. So some colors show up incorrectly. That one's done. Oh, the rest of this is our feature requests. Phosphor mask scale. Yeah. It would be nice to be able to scale the phosphor mask scale. I have to think about that one. I think what we can do now. Let me see what just a default NTSC filter looks like. So we're going to take both of these off. I'm going to go ahead here and select NTSC. What is the default? Does this... Oh, I need to turn it on. So there's the default NTSC filter, which actually is pretty good on like a 1080p signal. Then you can kind of bump the saturation back up to get there. Do we have dot crawl going? I think we've got dot crawl going here. I have to zoom in to see for sure. You know, I'm not seeing any dot crawl. It might be because of this. If I set the tuning offset to 0. Yep. There is the dot crawl. It's super small. If I stick it between our upscale and our downscale, then it becomes a lot more obvious. Okay. I think we're good. So let's commit this. Retro effects, here we go. Git status, git add dot, git commit, and this is going to be fixes. Let's see. NTSC color bleed issue. and ads.crawl. So maybe should be two separate commits, but I don't care. That's fine. So we're going to push this, and it'll be bug fix / NTSC color weirdness, because that's the name of a branch. And let's go merge it in. Compare and pull request. Fixes NTS and adds .crawl, and we're going to create the pull request. Boom. Let's squash and merge. And I'm going to say fixes issue number. Why do I not have a drop down? Usually you get a drop down here, don't you? Okay, open link a new tab. What was that issue number? 62. Along with adding .crawl and to the NTSC filter. There we go. Confirm, squash, and merge. Boom. We've merged it. So the next thing I'm going to need to do a new release of this is... What am I going to need to do here? We need to up the version, generate the code, and do it that way. So I'll do that off stream, because I have to write up release notes and that kind of stuff. But we can go to our issue here. Some colors show up incorrectly. Turns out there was a fundamental issue with how I was simulating color bleed. Oh, there's a big cat behind you, man. You clean it. Did he hack up a fur ball or something? Is that why you got paper towels?
You know, this function here could use a bit more clarity,
What
like
function?
a map through a forest.
I'm writing
Some
out a-
refactoring would help navigate through its logic easier than a well-marked trail.
If you say so. If you say so. Turns out there's a fundamental issue with how I was simulating color bleed, which was causing a overflow color error at the particular, indeed, blue shown in the example above. This has been fixed and is now consistent with how color bleed occurred. However, it's nice to say good morning before trolling the stream. This is true, Cat. This is true. It's all good, Cat. It's all good. However, this causes the color bleed to be much more subtle. Thus, I added a color bleed oversaturation parameter so that the more exaggerated... Hi, Super Poverty Man. Welcome in. You have a great day as well. Let's see here. The more exaggerated... existing color bleed can be obtained in the new version. Nugs, thank you for the Prime sub. Absolutely appreciate that. This will all be released shortly in an upcoming build. Stay tuned. Ha! See what I did there? Spend that Bezos money. Indeed, Nugs. Do you know the lore of what happens when you sub with Prime? There is much lore indeed that comes via our good streamer friend Irish John Games, who is Irish, so he knows this to be the truth. Apparently there is a leprechaun that follows Mr. Bezos around wherever he goes. And when you sub with Prime, said leprechaun jumps out of his hiding place, runs up to Jeff, gives him a quick, swift kick to the shins, takes 5 Bezos bucks from his pocket, sends half to the streamer, and keeps half for the service that he is doing. So you are doing your part to keep Mr. Bezos' shins just a little less comfortable. So make sure you use your Prime sub. I don't care if you use it on me or anyone else, but just use it. Okay, so I think we're good here. I think we are good, and I'm going to close the issue as the issue is now fixed. Let's see. So this phosphor mask scale is going to be a bit that's a whole project in and of itself. I do want to completely redo the VHS VCR effect because I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So we will definitely look into that at some point. What other... We could take a look at composite blur. 13 issues, seriously. See, this one, this one came in yesterday. When using the plugin, the CPU load goes to 80%, and frame rate drops below 10 FPS. It doesn't seem right, because these plugins don't use the CPU at all. Using an RTX 3060 with 12 gigs of VRAM. It almost sounds to me like this user is not using their video card, because I think it's Linux. They're using Linux. It almost sounds to me like they're not using their GPU for OBS. Because this plugin doesn't hit the CPU at all. This I know to be... Let's see. I think this one... Oh. Hey, Dust. How you doing? Welcome on in. All the stuff here is Linux stuff. Life is good. Life is good. Just going through some issues. You know what? Let me your GPU is not being used to render the composite blur effect. And that what is that? What is it? An APU? What's the term for like an onboard graphics? Is it APU? Yes. Integrated GPU. There you go. I'll just say that. Okay. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Okay, I think we're good on composite blur. iGPU for sort. I think an APU is also an NPU. And got it. That makes sense. Okay, so composite blur. I don't want to talk about stroke, glow, shadow right now. Let's see. 18 issues on advanced masks. BSM effects are not applied on OBS launch. Okay, this one I can figure out. And this is, I think, a new... Adjustment mask does not work with... Oh yeah, this one was weird. They want to use, like... an adjustment mask? Like a chroma key as an adjustment mask, which is strange to me. I mean, iGPUs are those where the GPU is a part of the CPU, which is different from... Oh, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not like a Raspberry Pi where it's a single board and CPU. Yeah. Absolutely. Final Fantasy player spotted. I know, right? But they want to use, like... I guess there's a use for that? God, I've been so neglectful on my March 18th and I haven't even responded. I'm bad finite. I mean, I know this is Boom So Much, David. So I know I talked to him about that one. January 2nd. Oh my God. Wow. I've been so bad. Okay, let's check out the BSM alpha wipe effect. Look at that dot crawl. I get so excited by this. Let's go back to face cam here. Oh, you know what? I think I've got the chroma key. Yes. This is a terrible shirt for chroma keying. This blue shirt, you always get this green haze because it reflects off. It's not a good one. Okay, we're gonna make scene 4. And I'm gonna make a new color source. That's fine. And then I'm going to add a filter to this. A new advanced mask. And this will be a BSM alpha wipe. And our source will be face cam. And let's do like 2500. This is such a cool effect. I love this effect. Look at that. And then it slowly fades. It's been a long time since I've messed around with the BSM alpha wipe. And the problem here is we're using a source, and so I think I know exactly what's going to happen when I quit OBS. It is almost like a Snow Angels thing. And it just worked. I wonder if David's using an old version of this. I thought I had fixed this bug. Let me think here for a second. You know what? I'm going to take this out of debug mode. We're going to probably have to recompile the whole thing. We're going to do a release with debug info. And we're going to need to compile a bunch of stuff, probably. Probably can't hear it, but my computer fans have just ramped up to 100. Come on, computer, you can do it. You can do it. And we wait. How y'all doing, chat? While we wait for compiling to finish. Thinking about finishing. This is that awkward silence that I feel like I have to fill. For some reason, when I'm like heads down coding, I don't feel like I need to awkwardly fill the silence. But you're also trying to clean up some code today. Firefighting before Stockholm for our work. Very cool. Very cool. Stockholm should be fun. I just got back from Rotterdam. Yeah, when I'm like heads down coding, I don't feel like I have to fill the silence. But when I'm not, and I'm just sitting here waiting for compile to be done. Words in this song. Good time. Had no idea you were going. Oh, you mean to Rotterdam? Did you go to Rotterdam, Dust? I announced it on Blue Sky. What does it take a pit stop in London and grab a drink if I knew? That would have been fun. That oh yeah. Let's see. Wait a sec. Oh. Yeah, and then we have a whole new setup here. So let me add. Okay, Facecam C2. Sorry, I'm yawning now. Nope, I got no real need anymore. Might do it in a few years' time. Got it. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Here, let's just build it on this scene. So we're gonna add another color source. Color source. Where did you go? It starts with a C. There we go. And then we're gonna add a filter to this. It'll be our advanced mask. It'll be our BSM alpha wipe. And our source will be... Which one was it? Facecam clone? There we go. Okay. Let's see if we have issues with this loading. There's this weird, there's this weird race condition that has it sometimes loads properly, sometimes doesn't. But if you're in debug mode, it always loads properly. So I wonder if I might have fixed this already. And maybe David's just using an old version. Chicago? Chicago's about 6 hours for me. It's a little bit of a haul. And I don't find myself in Chicago all that often, unfortunately. Let's see. How are we loading? It'll be in our... Okay, so there's get mask source render. That's no time. Yeah. None at all. None at all. BSM alpha mask. Let's see here. Input text render. Okay, that's our text render. Oh, I gotta remember how we had to fix this. So that's getting our source render. So get mask source render. I'm ready to go to bed, chat. I had one of those nights last night where I slept like a log. I absolutely passed out and didn't open my eyes until the morning. But then I woke up and I'm feeling like I didn't sleep at all. I've been tired all day today. I don't know if that's my body's way of being like, give us more of that whole, sleep thing. Ah, so yeah, we do our set to... You had abysmal sleep recently. I had bad sleep for a long time. I was having like insomnia issues and stuff. It sucked. In the last like few months, I've been a lot better. Okay, so in update here, we go through this. So let's see, do I do this in DSM? Fitbit says sleep score 57. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, so in update, no, I've got the fix in here. I've got the fix in. So interesting. I might need to take a nap today. Goodness. I don't know what to say. Boom, are you in chat? I don't think Boom's in chat today. Because normally I'd be able to trigger this pretty easily. And let's try running it without the debugger. There were times where it took me like 6 or 7 tries to trigger the issue. So there's 2, 3. 4. We're gonna try 10 times. 5. 6, still working. 7. It's a really weird race condition that was introduced in like OBS 31 or something. 8. 9. And it'll show up as a black screen if it doesn't work. So 10 of them, and I haven't been able to trigger it. Let me also look. I think my last... Was it this one? I managed the unit. I know. 15 Fixes a bug with OBS where groups used as a source for mask would not load properly. Yeah, I think this was it. View commit details. Mask source. Okay, so that only fixed it in... What was the fix here? Set render parameters. Maybe I did... Well, let's see. Cleans up group detection code. Oh, I didn't want to copy it. Nope, that wasn't it. Maybe I didn't fix it. Mask shape, that was for Squircle stuff. Maybe there is still a problem. Maybe I didn't fix it. No, I'm seeing I don't think I did fix it. So let me go back to where we fixed it. Let's see. Where we fixed it here. Oh yeah, we had to have a mask source name. Okay, I'm gonna move this off to the side so I can see. I think I added a mask source name. Yes, okay. Let's go to our Boom So Much mask. And let's see, it's in the structure here. We add, I didn't fix it here. So struct mask source name. And then we have to add util dstir.h. Perfect. Okay. So we've added mask source name to that. Next up, we have to init copy in the initialization routine. Okay, that's fine. So in create, that should be good. Because we have our mask source name, we're copying in a blank source for that. And then we also want to free that in destroy. Okay, there we go. And then let's see here. In update, where's update? Did I blow right past update? I probably blew right past update. There we go. Mask source. There we go. And we have mask source name here. Okay. I can do a lot of copy paste from my old code here. So after we get our mask source name, we copy it to our mask source variable here. Fair enough. And then let's see here. In set render params. Set adjustment params. Where am I calling that function? Okay. I think I actually want to just do this in my render function. So we got a source texture. Oh, here we go. Source render. I'm just going to copy paste this here. Okay. So if we have a data mask source and the string for the mask source name, if we don't have a mask source and this is empty, wait. Oh, and it's not empty. Then we grab the source by name, weak source release. Okay. You know what? Maybe we're going to do this inside of get mask source render. Oh, hold on 1 second, chat. Okay. I'm going to go to this definition. Ah, yes, this is actually exactly where we want to do this. Let me paste this in. So, if we don't have a mask source and our name is not empty, then we go assign okay. I think this is what we want to do. Let's just make sure this compiles and doesn't blow anything up, and then I think that should fix Boom's issue. Okay. That should be good. So let me just cd ... cd OBS advanced masks code, open this window so we can do our git stuff. Oh my god, I hate this, like, this chat window always opens. I wonder if you can turn that off. Hopefully you can. Okay. So we'll check out a new branch, and this will be bug fix. BSM, start source load. And get status. Get add dot. Get commit. Fixes a race condition on OBS start where the source loaded for the BSM alpha wipe effect would not load properly. Okay. There we go. Hey, Shred Case, how you doing? Create pull request. Squash and merge. Fixes issue. I don't know why I am no longer getting autocomplete. Oh, it's probably... Never mind. 99. Just fixing some bugs in some of my plugins. So, okay, we can delete the branch now. That's merged in. Git checkout main. Git pull. There we go. And then I think we can do the same for... Oh, that's advanced masks. Wait, which is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be advanced masks? Yes. This one is not. OBS retro effects. Git checkout main. Git pull because we merged all that stuff in. Okay. I think we have fixed a few bugs, added a feature. It's been a good day. What else might we do? Let's see. Stroke glow shadow I don't want to touch right now. Composite blur is actually okay. Oh. I need to take this. I'll be right back, chat. Okay. So let me just look here. I think that's about all for now. Yeah. So, as I said earlier, I'm feeling a little bit tired today, so I think I'm going to call the stream. We'll find someone to raid over on Twitch. To the folks over on YouTube, thank you very much. Ollie, don't you grab it. Don't grab that bag. Don't you do it. He did it, chat. Hold on. No. Okay. Ollie's impatient. Ollie, go lay down. I will take you up in a minute. Go lay down. Go lay down. Yeah, so for the folks over on YouTube, thank y'all for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. We actually got quite a bit done. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your day, and we will see y'all next time.